With NX, greater flexibility is about design freedom, removing system constraints and better enabling your design process. This thermal imaging camera, built by our customer Alloy Total Product Development, needs a locking mechanism to hold the battery cover in place. This requires being able to design in the context of the assembly and building relationships on the fly between parts as you go. New tools inside NX, like Design Freedom, make geometry manipulation easy. If you push or pull on geometry, the system automatically knows to add or subtract the material while providing real-time visualization. You know exactly what effects the change will have to the design. So very quickly, the shape of the outside profile has been defined. Now you need to add some more detail to this locking mechanism, like blends on the corners and material thickness with the shell function, since this is a plastic part. By default, shell creates a uniform thickness, which give you these inside blends that are too big for the design. Using Design Freedom, these can be removed simply. Now you need to add an extra boss in the center. This will form the basis of the pivot for the geometry. You can see how you can input everything from inside the window on screen without having to resort to moving backwards and forwards to the menus. Now the size of that boss needs to be increased. An important thing to note, if you increase the size using traditional history methods like editing the feature, the geometry would probably protrude outside the overall shape. The pivot hole can be added using the hole feature inside of NX. You will notice the entire real estate of the screen can be utilized in NX6 with full screen mode. This allows advanced users a cleaner way of working with the system. Continuing with the design, an extra feature is brought into the part from the reuse library as geometry. Then using the new function inside of Design Freedom called Paste Geometry, the feature is then incorporated into the model with the system automatically adapting the geometry as it needs to. These bearing surfaces are too small. What you might want to do is thicken them since they slide over the main part of the camera. For this side, maybe use a delta. For the other, you may want to control the absolute distance between the two walls with a simple three-dimensional linear dimension. Note, by dragging the dimension value, the system automatically adjusts the topology as it rolls over the blend.